Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Giant weight, Caleb. Big. Oh, look at that tank, dude. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Summertime Outdoors. And today we are in the beautiful state of Florida, and we are going to be doing some bass fishing in a bunch of canals, creeks, ponds, whatever you want to call them. And I'm usually down here in the summer, so the bass fishing is usually pretty slow. And I'm finally down here in early spring, the best time to get it done. And these bass are big, they're fat, pre-spawn, spawning fish. And I think we have a chance at breaking my PB, which is around 6 pounds. I do not bass fish a lot, and I grew up bass fishing in Maryland where a 6-pounder is like a giant bass. But down here, a 6-pounder is nothing compared to some of the fish that I see you guys catch. And today we're actually going to be throwing some bigger glide baits, I think, and trying to get into that game. I have not glide bait fished really ever, so I have little to no clue what I'm doing, but we're gonna see if we can't figure something out, and if possible, or if I need to, I will go back to old reliable, the Zoom Fluke, and hopefully crush some bass. We're gonna fish this spot and then meet up with my buddy Caleb at some canals that we fished last summer that we caught some big post-spawn bass in. So let's quit the yapping and get to fishing. All right, y'all, we are at what, our third and final spot of the day, and hopefully we can catch some fish. We hit 2 decent canals we've done good in, and then that first one I started at, and we just have not caught anything good. Seen some gators, found some snakes, but other than that, it's been very slow. So we'll see if this final spot at sunset, after this warm-up all day, I'll have these fish fired up. What do you think, Caleb? Are we gonna catch anything?
I don't know, I'm not gonna say anything.
Just one of them days. And Caleb has some, was it tin that you laid out back here for snakes that we're gonna check as well. So we may find some more snakes and hopefully catch a really big bass as well.
No reason it shouldn't be good now.
It looks money. Oh my goodness. Oh, Caleb just got one. That big? Oh, big.
Oh, dude.
You want me to grab him or are you gonna flip him? Risky. Oh my gosh, that's a good one, dude. Caleb just smoked a giant on like the 3rd cast, dude. Oh my gosh, we've been waiting for that all day. All right, well, there's bass number 1 of the day. Pretty good one, probably 5 or maybe 6, probably not. Maybe 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, I'd say about 4 3/4.
Yeah, but that was a beautiful, beautiful Florida bass, man.
Go for the release. Try not to eat myself. Try not to get attacked by that gator.
Yeah. We just saw like an 8-foot gator right around here, so Caleb's gonna get a release and hopefully this spot will be money and we can get even bigger fish than that. But we are running out of daylight, so let's get our lines back in the water. Yeah, dude, that fish was like out in the middle too.
Yeah, that was a terrible cast. I almost reeled it up and recast it.
That was insane. Oh, dude.
That's a good one. That's a nice one.
That thing waked out of the freaking way out for that thing, dude. Look at that thing.
That was so sick.
Just smoked.
That was an 8.5.
Yeah, dude, that was awesome. That's probably what, a good 2-pounder right
I'd
there.
say so. If he was fat, he'd be a little over 3.
Hopefully you didn't warm up that gator. And
Right.
he's sitting right here now.
Waiting for us to release him.
But there's my first Florida bass of the year. And there she goes. Literally, we've been walking canals all day. And we finally are in the fish.
Dude, that was such an eat.
I know, dude. He shot out of the out of the pads and just smoked this little fluke. It would have been really tough to throw the glide in here, especially with all the vegetation and how much stuff, like and flipping them up and stuff with an $80 glide bait just would not have been a smart move. Let's throw on this darker colored Salt Strong jerk shad. Yeah, I mean, we're just dancing these little jerk shads. Caleb just had a big one hit his. And I grew up fishing flukes for bass, so this is like so nostalgic because this is all I did growing up, pond hopping from land, just going for big largemouth. All right, let's move down. Oh my gosh. Big bass just followed Caleb in. Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's a gar. No, it's a gar.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I just got really horned up right there. I thought that was a 10-pounder. I can't even see my freaking lure. I couldn't even see. I literally couldn't even see it, and Caleb told me I had a fish on, basically.
I saw him shoot out from the clump of grass.
See if there's another one there. Great, he's on too. Decent one.
Not bad.
All right, let's see if we can get 3 in a row there, Caleb.
Dude, when they shoot out for it here, they shoot.
Yeah, that's a pretty one, dude. Another, what, 2-pounder probably?
Yeah.
Just perfect colors right now in the sunset. I know, it's just crazy. This little canal holds just so many, like, just a ton of fish. It's crazy. You couldn't ask for a prettier afternoon. Oh my gosh! Big.
Nice. You want me to go down there?
I don't know.
That's a nice one. That's a giant.
Oh, he's fat too. He choked it.
You got him, you want me?
I'm gonna try. Let's go! That's a big bass.
There you go.
Oh, let's go, dude. That thing smoked it. That might be the biggest bass I've ever caught. Oh my gosh. Look at that thing, man. All right, y'all. Well, there is a nice Florida bass. Definitely a 20-incher, I'd say. Probably 6. Maybe a little bit bigger, but that's one of the biggest bass I've ever caught. And we're just working these little Salt Strong jerk shads right down the weed edge, and they're just coming out like freight trains and crushing it. And we grinded all day. We've been fishing for 5 hours, and we found a canal and they're just stacked in here. But I love Florida, so we're gonna get a few pictures and then release this baby back into the canal. But finally down here, the right time of year to catch some freaking bass. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's that beautiful Florida bass, man. There she goes, dude. We have been waiting for that all day. Beautiful Florida sunset. What do you think about that, Caleb? It is like the perfect, like when you think about like bass fishing, like nostalgia as a kid, like just going around, like this, like calm winds, beautiful sunset, warm weather. And I used to fish a pond like a half mile from my house in Maryland, and I used to do this same exact thing at the Browns Pond, is what I called it, for years. And I'm 24 now, and I still just act like a little kid when this kind of stuff happens. But there's bass waking literally up there, so we only got probably an hour left. So Caleb's gonna take the lead here, and we'll see if we can't catch another giant one like that. But I do think there's bigger ones in here, so let's find out. Before I could even start recording again, Caleb hooked a big in. Is it big?
Huge, dude. Giant.
Do you need me to get down there?
Yeah. I don't either.
Oh, I'm in the water. Dude, let's go back to back giants, baby. Look at that fish, dude.
What a tank.
That's a pretty one, too. Oh, man. I literally didn't even start recording. I just released about a 6-7 pounder, and Caleb just smoked that. Something's crawling on my leg. I'm getting out of the water.
Probably a leech.
Oh, man. That one deserves some love, too. Literally could not even get my camera rolling again before Caleb stuck back-to-back 5+ pound bass. And that is another beautiful, beautiful Florida bass, man. That is freaking insane. This spot is awesome.
Told you, man.
Let's go. All right, let's release that one. And now it's my turn again. I'm not even kidding. That was back-to-back casts, 6+ pounders.
Yeah, for real.
Like, literally.
We've caught 3 that were 5.
Yeah, I know. This is insane. I love Florida, man. You gotta love it, dude. All right, let's get back to it. I literally went in the water for that one, dude. I saw it jump and I'm like, there's no way I'm screwing this up for you, for Caleb. All right, let's get some more. Insane. We've caught 3 fish over 5 pounds and we've
probably only made like 15 casts each.
If that. If that. I literally couldn't even get my camera rolling after releasing a 6-7 pounder and you're hooked up to a freaking another 6-7 pounder.
Yep.
I know when they hit, it's like all hell breaks loose because we got to figure out how to get them up this shoreline too. We're literally like me and Caleb. Oh my God, that's a giant. Caleb, I can see him. Oh my God, no, no. Dude. Oh my God,
That thing looked massive.
that was a 6 pounder at least. He followed it all the way into the bank and then, dude, I guess I set the hook the wrong way. I should have went against him. I went with him. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. We're probably getting followed so much.
Oh, I'm sure we are.
Dude, I just let it sink and he just smoked it. Oh my gosh, that was freaking cool. I hope I can see him in my glasses, but I don't know if they saw that. But dude, that thing wanted it bad. Oh. Nah, I don't think so. But nice blow up though. Decent.
I say we fish up to the bend and then go try the front with the dart.
Yeah.
Quality fish.
Yeah, another really has a gator bite on it or something, it looks like.
That looks like a gator. I don't think that's a bird.
I wouldn't think so. And they are hammering this thing, just dancing it like a wounded bait fish on the side of the canal. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Giant weight, Caleb. Big. 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 Big, big, big. Oh, look at that tank, dude. Oh my God. That wake was crazy.
I saw
that
like
wake was freaking crazy, dude. That's a big fish.
He's long.
Oh yeah, it's a giant, dude.
Double real quick.
All right, y'all. There is another. That's the longest one of the day. And it waked behind it like a freaking gator and just smoked that little fluke, man. And that's another beautiful fish. It does not get any better than that right there. Right in the roof of the mouth. Just absolute textbook Florida bass fishing right there, man. Look at that freaking fish. All right, let's get her back. All right, let me see if I can go down here without eating crap. Lurking through Gatorland for big old bass. Look at that freaking tank, dude. There she goes. All right, this is awesome. We probably have a almost 30-pound bag between the two of us in 20 minutes. All right, let's get back to it. We only got so much daylight. We'll do a big recap when we get back to the car. That's right in the, oh, big. Another good one. That is a fat, healthy one. This is an absolute beast of a bass. And when you're not taking videos or pictures of ones like that, you know you're having a good day. But I think there was two that were in here, that pocket. I think there was two big ones right in here, Caleb. All right, let's head. We're gonna start heading back to the front because there's a section we didn't fish because there was a 7-foot gator sitting like right where the fish usually sit, and it jumped in the water. So I think it scared them. Woo! Oh, big wake. Got him. Another freaking ditch pickle. Like that's, like we've caught in 4 this size and the other 10 have all been over 5.
Crazy. Every other fish you catch in here is 5 or over.
It's crazy. That's a big wake, dude. On? Giant, dude. You need me to get down there? You got him?
Yeah.
That's a big fish, dude.
I just know that gator's here.
Oh my gosh, that's a giant, dude. Oh my gosh, Caleb just caught an absolute monster. It is insane. Caleb just caught probably the biggest one of the day, dude. Right at sunset, buzzer beater. And that is just a beautiful Florida bass, dude. That wake was crazy.
Yeah, I would say.
So awesome. Look how big that mouth is. Oh, they're so pretty. Florida bass are just a different breed, man. All right, he's gonna release that one. See if we can't pull another giant out of this last little ditch here. All right, y'all, well, we're just about, well, we are done fishing, but we're gonna go back in here and check out a little tin that Caleb has out for some snakes. And I don't know what he's gonna have me doing. Usually when he takes me to find snakes, we're crawling through a bunch of stuff and it's scary for me. So we'll see how this goes, but maybe we'll find a snake under it. But this is what Caleb has me about to walk into here. We're at the first site of tin.
Yeah, basically what you do is you just find a nice open area with some dappled light, and you bring your cover out here, whether it's artificial tin or if it's boards, and you lay it out and give it about 6 months to a year to weather. Hopefully snakes will move under it and you can flip them later. Depending on what species you want is what habitat you lay in. So like this is kind of disturbed habitat, a lot of invasive plants, probably nothing too crazy, but there's lots of corns and rats, and corn snakes are rat snakes and stuff like that. So we'll see if there's anything under there.
See anything?
I don't see anything.
It is really cool that you could find potentially like any species of snake depending on where you're at, and there's so many different species, invasive and native, in Florida now. It's kind of a really cool thing that Caleb has showed me, and I'm just starting to get kind of into it, I guess. But I got to go down to the Everglades and stuff with him and find some of them big constrictors and pythons and all sorts of crap that he does down there, which is sweet. But today, the fishing wise, you know, it was awesome. Had a lot of truck issues coming down here. It's only my second day fishing. Caught a bunch of snook yesterday, bunch of big bass today. I probably broke my PB today, honestly, because the biggest one I caught, like I said, was in Maryland. It was only 6 pounds. But I may try to come back here with Caleb and catch one on a fly rod. But in the meantime, we're gonna get down to the Keys here in the next couple days when the truck gets fixed, and hit a bunch of awesome stuff down there. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you in the next one. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Giant weight, Caleb. Big. Oh, look at that tank.